For a fast, entertaining basketball game here, ladies and gentlemen. There, nice jump shot.
Great move underneath there by Al St. Louis on the rebound. Go up and pot that one. Get a really good height over top.
Number 55 under the net. Nice defense there by the West.
That's Durham's Christian Curry got denied underneath there.
Everybody's trying for this one. And
Bill Crowder gets it to go. And he got fouled. He'll also go to the line. Fouls on Goran Franjesevic. That's obviously his first.
So Bill Crowder at the foul line, shooting 2. A lot of heavy-duty work underneath that net.
It's true. Good 4 rebounds or so. Taken away there by Christian Curry, Tim Mathieson, Bill Crowder. And good job by Crowder to retrieve it, go up, and get fouled in the process.
West back up. That's number 35 up there for the West, Mike Harris. Long outside shot. Recovered by the East.
Good rebound there by Tim Mathieson.
Nice pass up court.
Bill Crowder. Bill Crowder.
Nice defense there.
Just rejected over the back there by Mike George. Got up and just swatted that ball away.
Good defense. Number 42 for the East, Tim Mathieson with that ball on the outside. Bad giveaway. Oh, picked up by the East again. Good defense by the West underneath their own basket in there. East can't get a good shot away. Picked up by the West, taken back up. Well, that was kind of a neat play right off the fingertips into the hoop.
And just look at Al St. Louis make the pass, get it back, almost lost it, and just went up over top of everybody to drop that.
Nice shot there.
There's Bill Crowder with a hit of his own from outside.
Crowder's dropping 2 in there. Charges to the net. There's not going to be any shortage of points in this game, Craig.
Oh, that's for sure. Both teams have shown out they're going to come out run and gun and see if they can, how many times they can fill this basket.
22 for the East with the ball there. That's Paul Hungler. Back into Crowder underneath the net. Shot taken off the hoop. Back up court. That's number 23 on the far side up there. Shane Basco for the West.
Al St. Louis again, just flying through the air. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Al St. Louis. That was Shane Basco of Sheridan. #1 scorer in the Central Division. Shane Basco averaging 23.3 points a game.
Foul underneath the net. East goes to the shooting line again.
Another foul on Franjesevic there. So Christian Curry will go to the line. It'll be interesting to see how the West can counter the size of the Eastern team with guys like Bill Crowder.
And he gets the second one to drop through. Quick breaks in this game so far, Chris. Both teams taking advantage of getting up court real quick.
Oh, definitely. A lot of teams trying to pour them in.
What a move there to the net.
And just an excellent move by Shane Basco. Mid-air, excellent body control. Moved the ball from his right to his left, back to his right hand.
This guy can play basketball. Steals the ball on the far side. Brings it back up court again.
No-look pass.
Oh, nice pass in there. Nice dunk in there by 32. Mike George for the West.
There's Mike George on an excellent no-look pass by Shane Basco. And here's the East trying to set something up here.
West starting to pull away a little bit with a 16-8 lead here. Changes coming up for the East squad.
Talked to West coach Terry Littlefield from the Sioux. He said he looked for this team to be small and quick. He said he described his team. They're not too big. They're going to see how they can handle the size of the Eastern team. They're going to try and push a lot with their first line.
Well, they certainly are quick. I'll give them that much right off the start. Mike George with that ball up through center court.
Well, obviously Al St. Louis and Mike George have just been explosive out of their own end.
He's bringing the ball back up on the far side. Driving to the net. I don't know whether he got fouled or whether he was a little traveling in there. That was number 43, Drew Richard for the East, that was fouled in there.
The change coming up for the West as they're going to switch all 5 players in and out here.
Quick, good start to this basketball game here.
Definitely a good start. Lots of good hustle and good pressure. I talked to Coach Barry Smith from the East. He coaches St. Lawrence College, and he was telling me that he was looking for his team to put on some serious full court pressure. There's a nice hit there. because all his players are used to about 30 to 35 minutes a game, and only with 5-minute shifts this game, they should have lots of fresh legs. And so they're going to be doing lots of running, apparently, as they have shown off so far.
East bringing the ball back up court. That's 43 in there for the East. Drew Richard, ball out of play, picked up by the West over here. Be ball back in.
A little bit of miscommunication there by the East as the pass went astray.
Jason Newton with that ball back in. Gets the ball back from his teammate. That's number 15 in there, Jim Parsons for the West. Little traveling. East will be bringing the ball back in. There's a three-point shot up off the rim. Shot taken there by number 23, Kingsley Robinson, guard from Centennial College. One drops through the East there.
Nice hit for two.
Game's tightening up a little bit, 18-13 in favor of the West.
As Abraham Osman in there with that basket there.
Little miscommunication in there with the ball. Looks like the objective of both teams is the quick break, because, I mean, there's no time wasted dribbling the ball up court. Very, very little. It's just quick pass, bang, there we are.
Exactly, Bob. Looks like same as last game. No one's going to be running out the shot clock today. They're not going to try and set up a whole lot of plays, just lots of motion and lots of fast breaks, transition points. Huge block there by Chris Parnuzzi from St. Lawrence.
Number 10, Tom Corey from the Sioux, did a good job of bringing the ball up court. Looks like Corey's going to have the ball inbounds for the West. Three-point shot taken there. A little bit of an air ball. East picks up the ball, brings it back down court.
Drew Richards for the
Quick
East.
pass up here to number 12. That would be Mark Madramutu. Nice three-point shot there, I believe. Yep. Now we got ourselves a two-point ball game now.
By Osman again, hitting from outside.
Jason Newton with that ball.
Abraham Osman from Algonquin College is the leading scorer in the Eastern region, 24.3 points per game. And he's already hit 5 3-point field goals in only 4 games.
Good job on the rebounding underneath the net there by the Western squad. Corey guarding his man coming up court. Corey's hustling all over the place out here. And I believe the East is going to get the ball.
Good job by Corey to force Kingsley Robinson into almost turning it over there.
That's number 23 there for the East. Kingsley Robinson bringing the ball back in.
Here's the full push Coach Littlefield was talking about. Both teams trying to keep a lot of full court pressure, looking for quick turnovers.
Number 43 on the quick turnaround, fails to get that to drop in. Brought back up there by number 22, Jason Newton for the West. Underneath the net, good pass in there. Underneath up. And it looks like we got East ball. Good crowd in attendance here for the second half of our doubleheader this afternoon. Watching and enjoying a very good game. Very well played game to this point.
Oh, it's nice to see lots of fans out for OCAA basketball. It's really been popular around Durham lately with the Lords, and it's really nice to see all these fans coming out from out of town to support their own teams and their own hometown players. .43 with that ball underneath the West. Dan Wellington in there. Good defensive play by the East. Corey just failed to keep the ball in bounds, so the East will have it coming back down court. Ball in there to number 23, Kingsley Robinson. Slowly up through center court, works it into the West zone. Pass off on the far side, looking for somebody to give it to here for a good shot. That's number 52 in there. Chris Parnuzzi takes a shot, doesn't get it to drop. West picks back up. That's number 15 coming back up court, Jim Parsons. Guy reaches in. I think we've got to create a little foul there, maybe. That's right. That was Drew Richards reaching in there. Got Parsons on the arm. So Parsons will go to the foul line. No, it's a ball in. The ball was ruled on the floor, so it'll just be a possession foul. Substitution for the East. That's Drew Richards' first foul of the game.
2016 for the West with just over 12 minutes to go here in the first half of this game. Corey with that ball, rushing to the net. One-hand layup. Good rebounding underneath in front there. I think that was by Parsons in there. Got that ball into the net.
Good job there by Jimmy Parsons, and a terrific drive by Tom's Corey.
Looks like the West is getting ready for wholesale substitution again, and here we go.
West is doing a really good job moving the ball around, and their guards are doing a terrific job driving and creating some points on their own as they build up a 6-point lead here in the early going.
Still anybody's game. 23 with the ball for the East back there. That's Kingsley Robinson. Intercepted by the West, brought back up court. Over there by number 32, Mike George.
Well picked off there by Mike George, and they finish it.
Number 13, Al St. Louis.
South St. Louis again. He's racking up some points here in the first half. And
gets the ball to drop, and I think he's going to the foul line beside.
Christian Curry with a good drive there on the baseline, and he gets it to go and draws a foul at the same time.
Number 55, Christian Curry with the Eastern All-Star basket.
Christian Curry's a big lad.
Yeah, he is. He's only listed at 6'8".
Only.
No, he does a terrific job actually for the Durham Lords underneath in the basket, creating turnovers and blocking shots, as well as forcing the play on the offensive boards.
Good job of going to the boards and rebounding in there by the West. That got dropped in there by number 40 for the West, Andy Zommerman.
Nice no-look pass.
Nice three-point shot there.
It's a big three and a nice pass by Christian Curry to set that up.
I don't know what that shot or what was a pass going in there off the boards. Number 13 in there, Al St. Louis. Out of bounds. East will have the ball back in.
St. Louis was going up for another nice highlight film type of layup that he's shown us a couple times already here in the first half. And hounded a little bit there by Christian Curry. Not enough to draw a foul, but enough to knock the ball away.
Clinton Ott with that ball.
Here's Tom Cookson.
15 in there. That's Dwayne Eller with that shot. Doesn't get it to drop. Picked up by the West. That's number 23 over there for the West. Shane Basco doing a good job.
Al St. Louis again. Seems every time Al St. Louis is on the floor, the ball's going towards the Easters net.
Now St. Louis is having himself quite a game here. He's racking up the points.
Number 20, for his first personal foul.
Foul's on Tom Cookson. That's his first of the game.
And he gets that one to drop. 29-21 for the West. Zorman in there fighting for that ball. Picked up by number 32 for the West squad. That's Mike George back up court again. Basco with that shot. Doesn't get it to drop. Good job of rebounding under there by the West. West picks up the ball. Nice move there to get away. Can't get it to drop. Picked up by the East. That's picked up in there by Curry. Brought back up court by number 23, Kingsley Robinson. Ready for the shot. Nice shot.
Kingsley saw he had space there. Posted up and looked at the hoop. Saw there was no one in front of him and just hit that shot all by himself. Here's St. Louis. Really been a highlight real type player so far in the first half. St. Louis has gone up for some really pretty looking layups.
Both players all the players from both teams out here have really acquitted themselves well in this first half. Been a very highly entertaining first half.
Definitely, really fast-paced and really entertaining, and lots of good scoring as we discussed at the top of the show.
So number 32 for the West, Mike George, going to the foul line.
Fouls on Clinton Ott. That's his first of the game.
Mike George from Niagara College. Mike George, one of two Niagara players on the West Division team for the OCAA All-Stars. And he gets both of them to drop through.
And it's a thing where all the players, they know that this game doesn't mean anything, but it's for all the fans here and all just the entertaining purposes. They They really want to do the best they can here today and put out a good showing for themselves, their team, and for the league in general.
I think pride has a lot to do with it too.
Oh, definitely.
Curry with a good try in there. He doesn't get it to drop. Picked up on the far side by Dwayne Elder. Goes for a three-point, doesn't get it. The West squad recovers. I think that's Al St. Louis on the far side. Check off the ball. That doesn't happen too often. Oh, nice play there. Something you might see on TV.
And that's just an excellent play by Christian Curry that he does so well over the season this year with the Durham Lords, and just going up and taking control there at the boards, both offensively and defensively. There he is with a big block.
West trying hard to get that ball in there. And Al St. Louis hanging from the basket. Looks like
Two huge blocks there from Christian Curry.
So the West is going to the line for two.
Foul's going against Clint Knott. That'll be his first.
That's Andy Zummerman in there taking the 2 foul shots for the West squad.
Sorry, that's Clint Knott's second foul so far.
Change-ups coming all the way around.
And the Eastern Conference All-Stars have called a full timeout.
Got a brief timeout here for both squads.
And Bob, you talk about all the terrific players that are here today. It really is. All of the top scorers from each division are here today. I was talking to Eastern coach Barry Smith from St. Lawrence. He said he was looking at 2 guys from Durham, Bill Crowdis and Christian Curry, to step up and have MVP-type games. He's also looking at Abraham Osman from Algonquin. He's looking at 24.3 points a game. He's the leading scorer in the East region, as well as Dwayne Elder from Centennial at 23 points per game, and he's the second leading scorer in the Central region. And it just shows that, you know, if you put all these guys on the same team, they're going to be filling the basket. And so far, we've had a really fast-paced and high-scoring first half.
56 points here in the first 12 minutes, roughly. Just under 12 minutes of play, with the West holding on to that 6-point lead. Zummerman back to the foul line after that timeout taken. See if he can get these 2 shots to drop in. Good look there. First one's off the rim and back.
Zimmerman, the only representative of Redeemer College in Sarnia. He's averaging 11.2 points per game, doing a good job at 4 position there for Redeemer.
And he gets one of those 2 to drop. East with the ball back up court. That's number 12 on the far side for the East. Mark Madramutu with that ball in front there to 42. It's number 52. Nice turnaround jump shot in there.
Chris Barnuzzi
from St. Lawrence out of Kingston.
Excellent job by Chris Barnuzzi from St. Lawrence there.
Shane Basco doing,
oh my goodness.
This guy is one awesome basketball player. Underneath the net, put it in one hand, throw it up backwards, and watch it drop through the hoop.
Well, you can see why he's the #1 scorer in the Central region, averaging 23.3 points a game. I'm sure he'll be somewhere near that in this game.
3-point shot coming up there, fails to go in. West doing a good job, or the East doing a good job there, rebounding, picks it up, puts it through the hoop. That's 32 for the West back up court again. Mike George goes to the net, doesn't get it to drop. Covered there by the East.
Good rebound there by Bill Crowdis, pull that one down.
Little traveling there, or double dribble, I guess.
Yeah, double dribble called there on Abraham Osman from Algonquin.
42, Paul Wilson with the ball back in for the West. It's up to Mike George, right up through the middle. Nice pass underneath the court. Net to Basco, couldn't get that one to drop. Nice recovery by the East underneath their own net.
Madramutu really running the court well for the East today.
Recovered by Basco on the far side. Or is that Al St. Louis?
Yeah, that's definitely Al St. Louis. Here's Basco.
Over to Basco. Good
Mike
work
George
underneath the net there by the East squad.
Mark Madramutu, number 12 for the East. doing a terrific job. Hazari Potts, too, from George Brown College. He's averaging 7 points per game at the guard position, but he's just excellent at running the court, finding open shooters, and creating some point opportunities for his team.
West trying to do some rebounding in there. He didn't quite come up with it. The East has it. Brought back up through center court. That's Crowdis on the far side. Drives to the net. Nice 2 points there.
That's a sweet move by Bill Crowdis. Durham Lords forward this year, working terrifically well with Christian Curry. And just does a nice move going to the basket there.
Well, the East have narrowed the gap to 1 point. They're down 34-33 with just over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. 3-point shot coming up there, off the rim and out. Nice play there.
Beautiful little pass there by Osman from Algonquin to Bill Crowdis, who went up and had just an easy deuce for that one. Here the Western All-Stars are looking to make some more changes, get some fresh legs out.
So I think for the first time this game, the East has the lead. Nice drive to the net there by the West.
There's Al St. Louis, another 2.
He's definitely going to be in double figures here this afternoon if he keeps going this way. Nice charge to the net there by number 13 for the East, Abraham Osman from Algonquin.
Osman. Really nice move by the guard out of Algonquin. He's averaging 24.3 points per game.
Mike George with that ball in there, looking to pass off. Gets it back to Basco. Basco driving to the net, trying to draw a foul. Nice shot, gets it to drop.
Basco with just a sweet-looking move there. He took off early and put a nice move in midair to get that to go.
Well, for a game that doesn't really mean a whole lot, as far as standings or anything, the players are certainly giving it their all out there. When you see guys go flying through the air on the floor to stop a pass, you know they're trying out there.
These guys are playing really hard. And there's a nice move by Mark Madramutu underneath to go up and lay it in.
Timeout taken by the West squad here with the East in front, 39-38.
That's 22nd timeout call. And you can see some of our little volunteers helping out there, cleaning in the key.
Keeping the floor dry. Good luck. Good look at the East squad there.
Coach out of the West, Terry Littlefield, was telling me he looks for Al St. Louis and Shane Basco to step up as possible. Most valuable players of today's game, and so far it's been the show.
I'd say
on by those
so far they've more than stepped up.
Just done a terrific job so far, those 2 players.
West with the ball back in. That's Corey, number 10, bringing the ball back up court. Good recovery in there and a fast break for the East.
Nice pass by Bill Crowdis to find Tim Mathieson, who was fouled quite well going to the hoop there.
So we got the East going to the foul line here.
A couple more changes there for the Eastern All-Stars.
Tim Mathieson going to the foul line for the East. East holding a slim 1-point lead. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first half of this game.
And that foul was on number 15, Jimmy Parsons. That's his first of the game.
And he gets them both to drop.
Good
East
job
enjoying the. Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
Excuse me. Good job by Mathieson there at the guard position. He's averaging 21.5 points a game, 6'3", which is a good size for a guard. And he's second in scoring in the East region.
Nice pass up there, all alone is number 13 going in there. Abraham Osman from Algonquin makes no mistake putting that one away.
A beautiful play by Osman, and he was in all alone, and it's showtime from there.
Nice 3-point shot there from the West.
And there's a hit by...
A beautiful tip in front of the net.
Look at that tip by Christian Curry. Just excellent body control to go up, find that ball, and just tip it in on a pass by Abraham Osman. Oh, I'm sorry, by Dwayne Elder.
That's number 35 in there for the West with that ball, Mike Harris. Back out to Corey. And I think the shot clock got him.
And that's
the first time that's happened.
All day that we've seen the shot clock expire. And that's a little refreshing every once in a while to see the shot clock expire, especially in an all-star game there. It makes us realize that it actually is a basketball game.
Dwayne Elder going to that, couldn't get the ball to drop, picked up by Corey for the West. Fast break up, picked up there by number 52, Goran Francevic. It just sat there for a while, but finally fell in.
That looked like it may have been tipped in by Christian Curry, which is a bit of a mistake.
Nice body control there to keep the ball in for the East, but the West breaks back up. Corey, it's a 4-on-2 break. And not get it to drop. The East picks it up, back up court for the East. Number 15 up there, Dwayne Elder with the ball. And the West recovers.
Tried to find Christian Curry there on a no-look pass, but got tipped away. Tipped away by the West player, so the East will keep ball control. Here's Dwayne Elder again. Dwayne Elder doing a terrific job at guard for out of Centennial, averaging 23 points a game.
Number 43, nice fight underneath the basket for that ball, picked up there by number 43 for the East. Drew Richard drives to the net. Oh!
He missed.
Wide open that time. Couldn't get it to fall. Slam dunked and it come right off the back. Nice three-point. No, that might have been a two-point shot there. Yeah,
that was a two-pointer by Dwayne Elder, who's number 2 scorer in the Central Region, 23 points a game. He's Dwayne Elder happens to be shooting at a 100 free throw percentage, which is something you don't see all the time.
Well, the East is starting to take the game to the West here. They've got a 3-point lead.
Christian Curry can't get that little jumper to fall.
That's number 22 for the West back up there, Jason Newton.
Jason Newton tried a nice little pass off to the left. A little bit of miscommunication, and it went astray.
East bringing the ball back in. That's number 40 for Clint Knott for the East from Cambrian. Jump shot there. Didn't quite get to go. Brought back up court by the West. That's number 35 bringing it back up court, Mike Harris. Nice jump shot. Gets it to fall there, number 22, Jason Newton from Mohawk College.
Beautiful hit by Jason Newton.
We got ourselves a tie game.
Who's playing out of the forward position from Mohawk, averaging 11 points per game. And nice body control by Christian Curry underneath to shield the ball, move away the defender, and banking it off the glass.
Very nice job. Corey with the ball over number 35, goes for the long shot, doesn't get it to drop. Couldn't get the rebound either. Fast break for the East, back up court there. Oh, couldn't get it.
And some moves coming for Dwayne Elder.
Corey with that ball back on the far side of the court. Time winding down on the clock.
Under 10 seconds to play in the half.
Nice shot there. Nice work underneath the net. Jason Newton gets the ball to drop. There's the end of the first half, and we got ourselves a tie game, 49-49. It doesn't get much closer than that. Craig, what do you think we should look forward to in the second half?
Well, I tell you, Bob, it doesn't get any closer than that. It doesn't get any better than that. That's just a terrific exhibition of fast-paced, high-scoring, quick-running basketball in the first half, and just a beautiful-looking plays by players on both teams. St. Louis and Basco for the West. Christian Curry, Abraham Osman playing terrific for the East, and just look for more of the same in the second half. We'll see if one of these teams can put together a run and pull away in the second half, but overall, it's just going to be a nice, fast-paced, quick-running game.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with the second half tip-off.
In the future, you will access every form of entertainment whenever you wish, and do so with ease and simplicity.
They tell us the future will be wonderful. But who, we ask, will make it practical? Right now, a group of companies you know is working together to build a more practical future. This sign is how you'll know them.
Are you interested in
Medical issues,
financial issues,
the internet,
community programs,
services.
what seniors are doing
What senior scene here?
on Rogers Community TV.
The Healing Arts is a program on complementary and alternative medicine. I'm Anthony Zotis, your host. Join me this fall on Rogers Community TV.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Listen, you like cave people, lizards, and guitars, don't you? Sure you do. Well, we got them for you, right here in the Groovy Grotto. It's a cave, minus all the icky stuff. Nothing but laughter and music, so come check out the whole gang right here on Rogers Community TV.
Top financial experts, everyday topical issues. Hosted by the money editor of the Toronto Sun, it's the live and interactive Money Line. Monday at 9, only on Rogers Community TV.
On the next Voice of the Province, the deputy leader of the Ontario New Democratic Party, Tony Salipo, will be in the studio with us. We're looking forward to hearing your voice on Voice of the Province. Tune in to The Scene for what's new in the world of independent music and alternative culture. On this week's show, Canadian indie sensations, Super Garage.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the men's OCAA All-Star Basketball live from Durham College here in Oshawa, Ontario. I'm Bob Benham. Again, joining me, Greg Batcher. Greg, a very exciting first half, and it doesn't get much closer.
No, it doesn't get any closer than this, Bob, and it was a thoroughly entertaining first half. Leading scorers in the first half for the West All-Stars, Al St. Louis, who just put on a show with 11 points. Also, Shane Basco and Mike George with 8 apiece. Played some terrific ball. And for the East, Mark Madramutu with 2 threes for a total of 10, and 2 twos for a total of 10 points. And also the 2 guys from Durham College, Bill Kratos and Christian Curry, who played terrific underneath and had 9 points each in the first half. Look for more from them in the second half.
Well, here we are just underway to start the second half in a 49-49 tie. West with the ball. That's up there. Nice, gets that ball to drop through the basket. I think that was Basco in there. Nice clearing pass up there to number 13. Goes for the three-pointer, misses. Recovered by the East in there. Number 35 for the turnaround jump shot, misses. That's picked up by the West over. No, the East is going to recover.
Looks like Shane Basco just tipped that ball out of bounds. Good job as he was hounded by Christian Curry.
That's number 23 for the East over there on the far side. That's Kingsley Robinson, guard from Centennial. Nice pass in there to number 30, Bill Crowdis.
There's 2 more for
Curry
Christian Curry there in his first 2 of the half. Staying right at pace with the West here in the early going.
Nice drive to the net there, but it didn't pay off that time for number 23, Shane Basco.
There's a big strong rebound
by number 23. Kingsley Robinson for the East. Oh, nice.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice dunk in there.
Christian Curry, almost unstoppable there along the baseline, goes up and throws that one down.
West trying to get set for a good play here to get a good shot at that net. Number 43 turning around there with a jump shot, deflected back. That's number 13, Al St. Louis taking the shot. Doesn't get it to fall, recovered by the East in there.
Rebound by Christian Curry. Just goes up and gets it, shields the other player away.
Attempt there, but just didn't fall. All alone, no doubt about that one.
Terrific look underneath there by Christian Curry to Bill Crowdis, who had the quick left-handed hook, threw it up and down.
Nice pass in there. Shot taken by number 12 in there for the West. It didn't happen to fall.
The East are really playing some good ball early here in the second half. Come out to a 4-point lead and done some good turnovers, created some good turnovers under their basket.
Al St. Louis going to the basket and they're fouled. Excuse me.
That foul's on Abraham Ostman. That's his first of the game.
Now St. Louis going to the foul line for 2.
St. Louis, we mentioned before, 11 points in the first half. Doing a terrific job. Hit his only free throw.
Gets that one to drop. Second of 2 coming up. Good look at Al St. Louis there.
St. Louis is the number 3 scorer in the Central region from Humber.
Ball brought back up court there by 32, up to 13. Al St. Louis, nice jump shot there, going to the net.
There's St. Louis again, just doing some terrific work.
East with that ball underneath the net, up. It doesn't fall. Covered there by the West.
That's a good pass underneath there by Bill Crowdis to Christian Curry, who just couldn't get it to fall.
Brought back up by Basco. Nice pass underneath the net in there to number 12. Or I'm sorry, that was Steve Gallant.
Beautiful pass. Steve Gallant with his first 2 points of the game.
Not sure where that ball was going, except out of bounds.
Glenn just couldn't find the handle on that one, and until it'll be Eastern All-Star ball.
The West back into a slim 1-point lead, 56-55. Nice shot there, taken on the far side by number 12,
That's
Mark Madramutu.
2 more for Madramutu, Patty.
He's having himself quite a game.
To 12, his first 2 of the half. He's really shown he can do some serious damage outside with his shooting this game.
Awesome move to the net there, I'll tell you.
Just a sweet, sweet move by Shane Basco.
Basco, quite a ball player. Him and Al St. Louis are worth the price of admission alone here this afternoon.
They're just showing that they can just work some magic here with the ball in this All-Star game.
Now the West recovered there.
Christian Curry didn't hit his shot from outside.
Jump shot there, but by number 32, fails to drop. That's Mike George, guard from Niagara. Nice recovery there by Steve Gallant to get that ball back for the West.
Kingsley Robinson looked up court.
Nice play there to get the ball back. That shot taken there by number 43, Dan Wellington, I believe, gets that ball to drop through the hoop.
That's his first 2 points of the half, or 4 in the game. Good job by Dan Wellington to hit his open shot.
That ball's out of bounds on the East. West back in. Timeout. Substitution.
Drew Richards into the game for the East, taking out Christian Curry.
Wellington with that ball back into 32.
And it
Mike
looks like
George.
the Western Conference Coach Littlefield shaking things up too, getting another line together to come out.
23, Shane Basco with a jump shot, gonna fall just short. Nice play underneath the net.
Rejected twice. 3 times.
Sooner or later there had to be a foul in there.
Eventually, 2 huge rejections, one by Kingsley Robinson, the second by Drew Richards.
All that blocking in there, somebody had to have got a hand on it.
Exactly.
Al St. Louis going to the foul line.
Foul's called on Kingsley Robinson. That's his first of the game. And that's Al St. Louis will shoot his foul shots.
Little body English helps get that ball to drop.
He's at 3 of 4 free throws so far today.
He's good on the first one, doesn't seem to get the second one.
That's true, that's twice that's happened so far.
East with the ball back in. Back up here to number 15 for the East, Dwayne Elder. Bringing up the near side court, tries to get that ball over, deflected by the West. The East ball.
That's about 3 times so far that the East has tried to force the ball inside in the half and has had it
number
tipped
52
away.
in there for the East. Nice one-handed layup shot.
Good job by Chris Parnuzzi underneath. Gets the separation, get the hook to go.
Shane Basco with the ball for the West. Jump shot gonna miss. Picked up by the West underneath the hoop. Can't get up to get at it. Fight for the ball in there, picked up by the East, picked up by number 43 in there for the East.
Job by Drew Richards to get that rebound. Has it batted away from him by Mike George, and they're gonna call that it's East ball. definitely appeared that George tipped that out of bounds. Now Madramatu, as the West team gets set to make some more changes.
Wholesale changes coming up here for the West. East bringing the ball back up court. 23 with that ball there off the East. Be the West ball.
Madramatu just couldn't hang on to that pass as Kingsley Robinson tried to fire one inside. Again, they're trying to force it inside, and they're not having a whole lot of luck there.
2-point game in favor of the Western All-Stars, 61-59 with 14:37 to go here in the second half.
Again, Bob, it doesn't feel like 5 minutes have already gone in the half here.
You're right.
It's a very, very fast-paced, entertaining game so far.
Tom Corey in there gets that ball to drop.
Tom Corey only has 4 points in the day, but he's just done a terrific job at the guard position, setting up some plays, that making some really, really sweet moves.
Ball picked back up there by the West. Corey on the far side, back up into the middle of the court. Look for somebody to pass off to underneath the net. Jump shot doesn't quite go. Zimmerman in there with that ball, back to Corey. Corey up with a jump shot. Off the boards and back out again, picked up by the East.
Corey just wasn't close on that.
He's brought back up there by number 15 for the East.
Dwayne Elder looked like he just lost the handle on that ball.
Foul there.
Actually, no foul call on that. Looks like it. They're just calling it went out of bounds. Interesting play there.
Picked up over there by number 52 for the East, Chris Parnuzzi. Into number 43 up with a shot. Drew Richard doesn't get it to fall. Parnuzzi underneath. Gets it in that time for the East.
Nice play by Parnuzzi underneath to control the ball and keep it away. And go up and drop 2 in for himself. That's his 4th points of the half.
Tom Corey with that ball back up, number 42, driving to the net for the West in there. That was Paul Wilson. Brought back up by 43, Drew Richard for the East. West ball back in. Mike Harris with that ball back into Corey. Slowly up through middle court.
Nice.
Oh,
pass.
Beautiful play there. Good, nice finishing play.
That was gorgeous there, Mike Harris. Mike Harris to convert that pass from Tom Corey. No look, just threw it up, and excellent body control in midair to corral the pass and dump it in the net by Mike Harris. It's for his first 2 points of the game.
Off the West East ball. The West holding a 4-point lead, 65-61. Ball in for the East on the far side. That's number 13 over there. Abraham Osmond for the East. Brought back up by Corey for the West. Nice pass off there, up and in. No doubt about that play.
Another nice pass. There's Goran Franjesevic with his first 2 of the half.
Picked up by the West. East playing a little sloppy here all of a sudden. Franjesevic picks up his own rebound and puts it in. Now the West are building up a lead now. They're up 8 points, 69-61.
And they're really capitalizing on East mistakes. And forced the Eastern Conference team to call a timeout.
Got a timeout call here. I think this one may have been called by the East coach. Try and settle his team down.
Well, it looked like the East was coming out all guns a-blazing early on in the half, but the West have come back and are now on top again by 8.
Good look at the East bench there.
Coach Smith trying to settle them down, saying, you know, we got to control the ball a little more. Got to reduce the turnovers. Obviously, can't have many turnovers.
Look at the crowd in attendance here tonight at the OCAA Men's All-Star Basketball game at Durham College. Good crowd in attendance. Good to see all these fans out here enjoying this highly entertaining basketball game.
Definitely, it's really a treat for everybody. It's a treat for us to do these All-Star games there, Bob. They're just a lot of fun, and it's a treat for the fans to watch, and it's a treat for the players to get to play with all of the other really, really talented players in their league who they normally, you know, get to compete against in a heavy-handed league action. And now it's a good thing for them to just come out and play some ball with the other top players in the league.
time back in. I believe it's East ball. That's number 20 for the East, Tom Cookson. Ball back in. Number 15, Dwayne Elder, bringing the ball back up court for the East. Back over to Cookson. Elder up with the jump shot. Doesn't get it to fall. Recovered by the West. West doing a good job of picking up the rebounds underneath the defensive boards.
That's true. Elder couldn't hit that three, but it appears that one of the West players also stepped on the baseline, so it's going to be East ball.
East ball back in. Bad play there. Picked up by the West. Brought back down. That's number 35 for the West down there. Mike Harris. Over to Corey. Harris tried to get that ball up, or I'm sorry, that's Franjesevic tried to get that ball to the net and couldn't.
It's Tim Mathieson moving it up court.
Oh, nice pick up there by number 40, Anda Zimmerman, to get that ball. And then Corey couldn't finish the play off.
Corey missed the easy lay-in.
Sometimes the easiest ones are the hardest ones.
Exactly.
Nice rebounding there by the East. Couldn't get the ball to drop.
Drew Richards on the rebound there. Couldn't get it to go, but looks like we may have a foul called here.
Ball in West. That's what it looks like.
West ball there, ruling that Drew Richards knocked out of the bounds. Appeared like it went off the back, behind the railing there behind the backboard.
Corey with that ball back up through center court into the East zone. In the key. Drops it back to 35. Mike Harris failed to get that ball to drop in there.
Couldn't get his three to go. Here's Dwayne Elder.
Right now, the East can't seem to get anything to drop. Well, neither team, I should say, for the last couple of minutes here.
That's true. So this has been the slowest scoring portion of the game up to this point.
Corey driving to the net, back to Zimmerman. Oh, off the front of the rim, couldn't get the ball to drop either. Brought back up by Elder.
This has been an interesting sequence of plays here. And they're ruling that Cookson stepped on the baseline there.
Changes coming up for the West.
Tom Cookson, the only representative from Fleming and Peterborough. 6'2" out of Bowmanville, averaging 10 points a game, doing a really good job there for the Sanford Fleming Knights.
West with the ball back up court. Number 23, our friend back in the game, Shane Basco. Over here to number 15, Jim Parsons. Over on the far side to Steve Gallant. Back in the middle. Ball fails to drop, picked up over on the far side by number 43 for the East, Drew Richard. Along the far side.
Looks like Parsons' shot was partially blocked there.
Jump shot there by 52 for the East, fails to drop. That's Chris Parnuzzi.
That was just a bad shot by Parnuzzi. He had opening, but he just couldn't find the net.
Steve Gallant, I believe, was fouled underneath the net.
Definitely fouled there by Chris Parnuzzi. And he'll go to the line. That's Parnuzzi's first foul of the game.
A couple of substitutions here for the East. Number 40.
Sorry, he won't go to the line. It'll be ruled.
Okay. Clinton Knott and Chris Curry back in the game for the Eastern All-Stars. Basco with that ball, up for the jump shot. Doesn't get it to drop. Picked up by the East.
It's Tim Mathieson for the Eastern All-Stars.
Mishandling in there, the ball by the East, picked up by the West. Basco up with the shot. Gets it to drop through.
And a big three by Shade Basco.
Basco certainly racking up the points here. Elder with that ball up for the shot. He couldn't get it to drop.
Looking for a three of his own.
The East just can't get anything going right now. It's like all of a sudden their hands have gone cold. Nice play there, nice layup, nice shot there. Dropped in by number 15 for the West. Jim Parsons from St. Clair.
Parsons was his first two of the half.
Finally, the East gets a shot to drop.
It's another two for Christian Curry, who's just doing a great job leading this team underneath. That's 15 for him.
Nice recovery, nice rebounding there by the West. West have built themselves up a nice tidy 13-point lead here.
Here's Gallant with a good rebound for the Western.
Brought back up here by number 22. That's Jason Newton. And the number 15, Jim Parsons. Give away underneath the net.
Clint Knott with the steal there. It's a good pass to Mathieson. He got hacked, and it'll be going to the line now. Looks like that foul will be on.
We finally got one
Jimmy
call,
Parsons.
right? Somebody is going to go to the foul line here.
Yeah, we've had a while since, not a while between fouls now. That's Jimmy Parsons' second foul of the game, first of the half.
42, Tim Mathieson at the foul line for the East. It's the first one to drop. Let's see if he can get the second one to drop in.
Tim Mathieson is shooting 100% of the free throw line. He's 4 for 4.
Narrows the gap to 11 in favor of the West. Basco with that ball on the far side of the court. Being checked close there by number 23, Kingsley Robinson. Back out to Steve Gallant. Jason Newton in the middle. Up with the shot. Couldn't get it to fall off the rim. Back up court. East squad fast break back up. It's 23 over there. Kingsley Robinson going to the net.
Nice pass around the defender. Here's Madramatu.
And they get it to drop finally.
Rebound is taken in by Paul Huntler.
There's a fast break up there for number 15.
First points.
Parsons with a fast break.
And Jimmy Parsons replies quickly to get 2 of his own.
Somebody's going to the foul line for 2 here for the East.
Foul looks like it's on Jason Newton there. That's his first of the game.
Nope, they're not. They're confusing me here.
They're ruling that the ball was on the floor there, I guess. And just be possession.
Basco with that ball in his own end.
Shane Basco really doing a terrific job today, showcasing his skills as a shooting guard.
Basco with that ball on the far side. Whoop, one of a few mistakes, gave up the
And
ball
he
to
lost
East.
it. Good rebounds, Clint Knott and Paul Hungler for the East.
East having a tough time getting that ball to drop through the hoop, so the West brings it back up court. 6:41 to go and a 78-67 lead for the Western All-Stars.
Big rebound by Knott there, and they're calling Jimmy Parsons coming back over the center line. It'll be East ball.
And that's a no-no.
That's a no-no. Yeah, that was a close one. He looked like he picked it up just on the east side of the line and stepped back as momentum carried him back.
Kingsley Robinson with that ball now back up over center court. Wide open on the far side. Knott. Nice shot.
3. Clint Knott, that's his second 3 of the game. He's got 6 points total.
Narrowing the gap to 8. Shane Basco with that ball in front of us. Gallant with that ball, couldn't get it to drop. West ball. And substitutions coming in.
Looks like 4 changes for the West. Shane Basco will be the only one to stay out on the floor. Al St. Louis comes in now for the Western All-Stars. St. Louis has been relatively quiet in this half, only putting up 4 points since his 11 in the first.
Good try there by the West to keep the ball in bounds, but just couldn't manage it, so it'll be East balls that come back in.
That's good hustle there by Al St. Louis. Just couldn't catch up to it there before it went over the line.
Kingsley Robinson with that ball, motioning to his players to get into position. Nice turnaround move there, goes to the net. Nice pass off in there.
Good spin drill by Kingsley Robinson, and finds Christian Curry with the pass, and he gets fouled on his way to the hoop.
So Curry gets to shoot 2.
Number 52, Gordon Henderson, Paul
Fouls on Goran Franjesevic. That's his fourth of the game. He's in foul trouble already. That's interesting.
Curry doesn't get the first one to drop in. Let's see how he makes out with the second one here.
Curry was only 1 for 3 in the first half shooting free throws.
Gets that one to drop through. Curry, one of the taller players on the court out here tonight.
He is at 6'8". Himself and Drew Richards are the two tallest players out there right now. I think it'd be fair to split them up, put one on each team.
Franjesevic doing a good job there to keep the ball in possession for the West. Goes off the Western player, so East will pick it up, bring it back in, trailing 78-71.
I think if you do that, you have to split up Al St. Louis and Shane Basco, too.
Right.
I don't think the West will be prepared to do that.
No, you're right.
Nice pass underneath.
Nice turnaround jump shot there for the West.
Al St. Louis, and he just burns you so many ways. Looks like he's going to go up right underneath. He stops, turns around to the other side of the hoop, scores from the other side. Bill Crowder's coming into the game now for the Eastern All-Stars.
There's so many good players out here for both squads. It's hard to choose an MVP for this game on either side.
That's definitely a good point, Bob, especially with the total amount of points that have been scored and just the sheer effort that all the players have put in today. Nice pass.
Nice play there by the West, up underneath the net, and gets the drop through the hoop for 2.
Another 2 for Mike Harris there. All 4 of his points coming in this half.
A little high there for the East. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be West ball as they come back in. That's Franjesevic with that ball, bringing it back in.
It's Mike George for the Western team.
Shane Basco with that ball, looking for somebody going for the alley-oop pass in there. Didn't quite work.
He saw St. Louis streaking to the hoop there, just couldn't find him.
Giveaway there, stolen by the West, brought back down court.
Another 2 for Shane Basco.
He doesn't make too many mistakes when he gets the ball near the hoop.
That's for sure. He's playing a terrific, terrific game today, Shane Basco, with 17 points.
Kingsley Robinson with a nice pass off there. Nice shot there from the side.
And Madramatu with another 2 of his own. Gives him 14 on the game.
East balls, it comes back into play.
Western player there lost control, and it'll be Eastern ball. West player now, the Western All-Stars trying to press full court here. Try and create some turnovers. What a move
nice
by
play
Christian
there by Curry underneath the net.
Just a terrific move underneath by Christian Curry, and he's showing that he can dominate along the boards there.
Oh, nice play there by the Western squad.
Excellent play by Mike Harris. Beautiful play by Mike Harris there, underneath with a scoop. That's 6 points in the half end of the game.
Western squad with the ball back up. Franjesevic drives to a nice block on the shot there by the Eastern player. Al St. Louis with that ball on the far side, bringing it back in. George couldn't get that ball to drop in. Al St. Louis with a turnaround jump shot, fails to.
And Al St. Louis just knows where the basket is at all times.
Basco with that ball. Nice pass in there. Whoops, a little bit of a giveaway there by the Western squad.
Nice pass by Basco. Harris tried to pass it back out. They couldn't convert.
And that ought to be in for 2, and it is. 2 points there for number 15, Dwayne Elder for the Eastern squad.
His first 2 of the half. Gives him 4 total.
And that one off the Eastern player, so it'll be West ball. $86-77 in favor of the West with 2:37 to go here in the second half.
Tim Mathieson back in the game for the East here, as the East is only subbing in 1 player at a time.
Shane Basco with a jump shot.
As opposed
Off the
to the
ribbon
West
back, he picks up his own rebound. Up and in there for, is that Franjesevic? I believe it was.
Good job by Franjesevic. Has really used his size in the second half.
Back up court for the West. Fast break there. Basco couldn't get the ball to drop. West gets the ball back. Up to the net. West still.
It's Basco, St. Louis, Franjesevic, everybody underneath there trying to. Well, Showtime get that up there. Mike George got fouled on his way up. He'll shoot 2.
Guys having a little chat with one another out there. Nice to see their friends on the court. See what George does here. Right through with the first one.
Foul there was on Tim Mathieson. That's his first of the game.
Good shooting from the foul line there for friend Mr. George from Niagara College.
He gets 2 there, and that's his first 2 of the half. Give him 10 points in the game so far.
Elder with the ball on the far side. Being checked very closely in there by the Western squad. Curry with a nice move, just didn't get it to negotiate into the hoop.
And that's excellent job by Bill Crowdis to get the rebound, spin, and just lay it in off the glass. There's only a minute 36 to go in the game here.
East squad back up.
All-star game.
Quickly there, that was number 12 coming back up quickly for the Eastern squad, Madramutu. And he gets the ball to drop through.
Madramutu, that gives him 16 in the game so far.
Shane Basco.
Only a 9-point lead now for the West.
Slowing down the time here.
See if they try to slow it down at all.
Madramutu had the ball knocked out of his hands, but the West squad will have the ball back in with a minute 11 to go here in the second half, and the West with a 9-point lead, 90-81. Franjesevic with that ball. Drops it in number 35. Nice play there. Mike Harris underneath the net and in.
Great play by Mike Harris underneath there.
And another nice play there.
Nice move.
Bill Crowdis to get that ball through the hoop for the Eastern squad. Basco with that ball. That was a smart play there by Basco. You see what he did? He knocked the ball, deliberately shot the ball off the defender so it'd go out of bounds and they'd get the ball back. He had nothing to do with it. Smart heads-up play.
Definitely a heads-up play there, and it almost looked like the Eastern player could have
Franjesevic in.
Kept it in.
Ball goes through. And he'll probably go to the foul line, I would think, after that.
Foul there is on Dwayne Elder.
Franjesevic going for one shot.
That's Elder's first foul of the game. And there's Goran Franjesevic going to the line. Franjesevic with 6 points in this half, has played terrifically well.
Not sure what that confusion's all about, other than the fact it didn't go in. Eastern squad with the ball, that's Elder, bringing it back up court. Elder with a jump shot, off the rim and out. Picked up by Elder again. And it'll be the West squad ball with 30 seconds to go.
Bill Crowdis looked a little frustrated there. He's wide open around the free throw line, and no one could see him. They couldn't find him with the pass, and it went out of bounds.
Oh, little
Big
fancy
steal. There's
footwork there
Crowdis.
by Basco cost him. No doubt about that one. Western squad with the ball on the far side. I think they may have picked up a foul. Somebody reaching in from behind.
That's a good job by Crowdis to foul on the push with time ticking down. Only 20.5 seconds to go here in the second half. And a possession will go to the West. That's Crowdis' first foul of the game.
Oh, nice steal there by the West. They're going to finish this off the way they started. Maybe, maybe not.
Pass,
get the ball to drop in there for the West. Brought back up court. It's 35 in there. Crowdis
got rejected by Goran Franjesevic.
Franjesevic's been a real force out here to be reckoned with this game. Long shot.
And that's the game.
And there you have it. The end of the game. The Western All-Stars defeat the Eastern All-Stars 94-85 in OCAA All-Star basketball action at Durham College in Oshawa. Well, Craig, we've had two very exciting, well-played games here this afternoon. The first contest saw the ladies OCAA basketball all-star game with the East coming out on top in that game. I believe the score was 60-43.
Was the score, Bob, and then this game also excellently well played, thoroughly entertaining, fast-paced. Just you can't say enough about this game. It was truly the best players in Ontario getting together and just putting on a show. With the Western All-Stars coming out on top by 94-85. And we'd like to wish all the teams that competed here today best of luck in their individual divisions and with the rest of their season.
Well, we certainly hope that you've enjoyed watching these games as much as Rogers Community TV has been pleased to bring it to you. On behalf of Craig Vatcher, I'm Bob Benham. Thanks for tuning in.